friends, family, and loved ones out of the Golden Gate Chiropractic Center community. Dr. Lance coming here with Erena Shimoda. Erena and I got connected because we both did the SF Birth and Baby Fair, and she reached out, wanted to connect, and she has some exciting stuff coming up. I wanted to share her work. I was inspired when I finally saw what she's been creating and the healing potential of that. I felt responsible to let all of you guys know about her work, and so without further ado, please tell our audience a little bit about yourself, what got you into the work that you do, and a little bit more about the work itself.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Japan, and I moved to US when I was 14. And then I started doing scuba diving maybe 15 years ago, and I never could meditate or be in peace before. I never got into the science, but I'm a fire sign. So when I go into the water, I can just be in peace. I can meditate. It's really meditative. So I was scuba diving and I started taking pictures of marine life. I loved it so much. Just being in a 360 degrees in that water space, I can just be myself and feel free. And being in San Francisco is really hard it's not really easy to go scuba dive every day in the dark water here. And so I started taking pictures of people in the pool. And I saw a lot of women, especially, feeling beautiful about themselves and also rediscover themselves in the water that they didn't even know about outside the water. So I started doing that like 10 years ago. And 5 years ago, I started working with the survivors of cancer, domestic violence, people with PTSD and physical disabilities. And underwater portrait photography has this psychological benefits for survivors to feel free, tranquility, and peace. So I've been doing that a lot.
Great.
I love it.
Yeah, that was the aspect of your work that was most inspiring to me, and the healing potential of that. The people who, like you've mentioned in our pre-chat, experience some tension in their bodies based on whatever challenges they've had in their life, and kind of wearing that in their body. But when you get into the water, I imagine it's a much different stimulus, and so now your body almost enters an unordinary state of consciousness, and there's a lot of potential in that space. So I'd love to hear more about what a session looks like with these people that have had challenges in life, and what that process is like for them, and how you dive into that.
Yeah, the process, by working with people, all different types of people for the last 10 years, I learned that to get the trust is really important, being in the water, but also outside the water is important. So I built up the relationship before the photo shoot, which is we do Skype, like FaceTime, or if they're too far away or busy, if they're not too busy, they will meet in person to do the consultation, so that we can do the Q&A session, and also we can build the relationship beforehand. And I want them to know what I look like and who I am, because by emails or even just the pictures, they might have built like the strange image in themselves that I could be a crazy person holding on to this like underwater big camera too. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable, and I want them to feel safe being with me, because it's the trust. So that's what I learned. So I've done one person who didn't want to do Skype, and it didn't go well. So this is more like the must, one of the process to do. Yeah,
that's similar for us in the office here. We'll get phone calls from people who are just like, hey, I just want to get an adjustment right now. And it's like, well, I've never seen you, I've never met you before, I don't know your history, I don't know what you're bringing to this experience. And the number one element of healing is trust, just like you said. So that first engagement, and knowing that you're meeting somewhere where they are, and that there's usually that first layer that they show you, and then once you can kind of crack the shell a little bit and start to go to a deeper place with them, now you're accessing such deeper potential for someone to get through their barriers and start to evolve.
Right.
So have you had any stories of people who have had certain challenges and What was their process like, and how have you facilitated that?
For the being underwater.
Yeah.
So one of my clients, she almost drowned when she was 8, and she hasn't been in the water deeper than her knee levels until she contacted me to do this underwater maternity photo shoot. And she maybe felt that she also has to protect her baby when they grow up. If they drown, if they jump in the water by accident, the mother has to be the one to help or protect them. And she's not able to do that if she didn't overcome her fear. So she contacted me to do this so that she can overcome her fear by doing this beautiful project. So she did it, and then she was really afraid, and then after 20 minutes she conquered her biggest fear. And also being in the warm water is the must. I learned that it needs to be higher than like 83 or 85. So the pool that I use here in the Bay Area, I have 2. One is outdoor, it's about 83, and indoor is like 92. I prefer 92.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's really great. In the warm water, because I'm coming from Japan in Asia, the background, and we go into this hot tub almost every night after the long working hours. Or the businessmen go take a shower, but also go into the hot shower, and to feel that they are done with that day, they feel they can release their tension and stress from that day, to sink in a hot tub and say, and that moment is the moment that they are just like relaxing and just ending the day. And then they drink a beer.
Yeah, of course. You do that with your photography sessions too?
Yeah, photography sessions is after, yes. It's more like a celebration of being the new person again. So that process is for everybody. Everyone is different in the water, but for the same part is like the temperature is really important for their muscles to feel comfortable, and also their facial expression. It's easier for them to smile in the water.
Oh man. I think that's also one of the things that was really drawing me to getting involved is as chiropractors we work with tension, and in water it's gravity eliminated. And so when you start to, we recommend people going and floating and trying to get into that meditative state. I had never thought about actually having someone capture themselves. And I'm curious, at what stages do people have the aha moments? Because the first thing that came to me was when I saw transformational healing underwater photography. It's like, oh wow, they must get the image and see themselves and be like, whoa, that's me, oh my gosh, and have a new lot on what they look like in their image. But I'm curious if along the path different people are having different experiences, and where does the benefit come? What does the healing in these transformations?
Right. So during the photo session, it's about like 45 minutes to 60 minutes. Every maybe 3-5 shots, especially in the beginning, I'll show them more, but from my previous camera, I'll show them what they look like, so that we can correct their postures or the fabrics while for the next shoot. So that helps them a lot, because they, we cannot practice at home. And we don't know, they don't know what they look like. So when I showed them the previous, they're like, wow, I just did this, and then they feel they're all confident, they feel beautiful already, and they get excited. But some people are really hard on themselves too. Like they said, really perfectionist. But at the end of the photo shoot, they realize that they've done this, and then they feel they feel confident more, so that they can let go. It's really personalities.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yeah. And so some people, do they come into this experience wanting to transform and to heal, or does that happen as a side effect oftentimes, or people use this for different purposes?
I think everybody is different for what they come for, for their memories and also overcoming their fear, also their body image, especially for women. I work with the men too. They have different aspect of what they want to achieve, but at the end of it, they, because we're so busy in the real life, and being underwater is the only time that they can be like a kid again, and we can laugh underwater, outside or inside, but they are having this beautiful escape for that 60 minutes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to be connected with Erena. If this is something that's interesting to you guys, feel free to comment below and we can continue this conversation. If you maybe know somebody who might benefit from this service, please tag them or send this video to them, get them involved. If people are looking for your work or to book a session or to learn more, how can they find you?
The website, underwaterhealer.com. And also you can Google search my name, Erena Shimoda.
Cool. And we will put that information into the comment section also. I'm about to go see some patients right now, so that won't happen until at least after maybe this evening's sessions. I might see some of you in the office this afternoon. So we love you all. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you, Erena, for being here with us. And this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.